It's a madhouse! A madhouse!
Hey, Chuck, don't blame me. You fucking blame Aaron Spelling. I've had to sit through this to bloody well review it. Fucking roll intro. It's a madhouse.
And now, our feature presentation.
It's a madhouse! A madhouse!
Hello and welcome to another episode of It Could Have Been a Classic. And this week we covered something that is just so bonkers and insane. Does it have anything to do with science fiction? Now, firstly, it was created by Aaron Spelling, who did the Invaders remake, which we don't want to talk about. I have covered that. I will put a link under this video. My advice, don't watch it. And then Aaron Spelling gave us 9120, and then he gave us Dynasty and shite like that. And we all had to watch it growing up. Shoulder pads, big breasts, having it off, and being a billionaire and being totally miserable. And then we got the Colbys that ran from 1985 to 1987. And my God, what happened here? Now in this, right, you've got the cast. You know, you've got the legendary Chuck Heston, Moses Taylor. You've got loads of super fit actresses with big breasts and tight dresses and shoulder pads, and lots of posy men in tuxedos, and they're all rich and they're all miserable and they're all stabbing each other in the back in the name of industry and just being greedy, and they're all miserable, and they've all got secrets like who's your dad, who's your mother, the dark family secret, the forgotten relative that turns up at just survived an incredible situation. But we're not on about all that. If I covered soap operas, no doubt I would go on about that. We're on about the final episode of the Colbys. Oh yes. And we're going to set up the scene right now. You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Good morning.
So like, I don't know why they got this idea. Maybe it's because of Dallas, which the famous Bobby scene in the shower. You know, sometimes writers and people that are involved in these multi-million-dollar soap operas that cost millions and everybody earns money, and we're like the normal skint people sat in Britain living up north watching this on the telly on a Friday night, and our parents are totally obsessed with it every week to watch this 1 hour of glamour of these awful fucking people that live in these big mansions, you know. So like it's like we get this scene like tumbleweeds in the desert, you know. Fallon has had an emotional situation. Who's the father of the kid? Or she's been having it off, or her husband's been at it with a secretary at work. I don't know. It's one of the, and then there's, you know, somebody's blackmailing Charlton Heston's character, another businessman, because he's got a family secret on him. But it's all building, the whole thing. It's building, you know. So we get the tumbleweeds and the desert at the middle of the night, and Fallon distraught. Does it really compare to Bobby in the shower? Are we going to find this out, folks? Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, how do you sit there in front of like Aaron Spelling or some like these people own these big TV companies and make this shite? Do you know what I mean? Now I know there is Dynasty fans and people have got the entire series. I mean, look, I watched it. We watched Dallas in our house. You know, it was big viewing back in the day. But I mean, I was a teenager. I mean, you know. But watching this just had me in fucking stitches. It did. You know, the old situation where the alien comes down and fucks off with Fallon. It is ridiculous. But now we're like 30 years on. And you're going to ask, how does this come into could have been a classic? Well, do you want to see the scene? Do you want to see her get fucking? I mean, I've watched the episode. 98% of the episode's got fuck all to do with this scene, right? It's the standard drama of everything, you know, of soap opera stuff, and they're all out to destroy each other and get revenge. You know, usual like we sit up north watching it in our terrace house with gas fire on, you know, but not this lot, you know. But I mean, to sit there, right? I'm trying to like what it was like for me, and we're watching this, right? You know, we all watched this. It was in the media. It was covered for like 4 days. The sheer ridiculousness. How do you tell somebody? How do you say it? It's like EastEnders, isn't it? You know, I fucking hate EastEnders, and I haven't seen it in 15 years. I won't watch it, right? But imagine a UFO beamed up Dirty Den. Or Dot Cotton, she's having a fag. And they took, actually, we did cover up in podcasts, the Predators kidnapped Pat Butcher. So, all right, Coronation Street then, right? You know what I mean? Ken Barlow gets fucking beamed up. Nobody believes him. Can you just imagine that at the end of Coronation Street? So this is the scene that defined the Colbys. This one fucking scene that defined this entire 2 seasons of this utter crap. And then we're going to ask, could it have been a classic? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I just, they've even using the invaders' UFO noise in the background. I mean, the phone goes, and it just fucking lands in front of her. Do you know what I mean? I mean, this is classic. It really is. To come out with this as an idea for a fucking soap opera. So you're going to ask now, right? Is this a classic? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to put this through because it's part of science fiction sort of pop culture nerdy history because people have gone on about this scene for 25, 30 years. People, over years, I've come across people and said, "Do you remember that that stupid American soap opera where she got beamed up by an alien?" You know, I mean, I've got to come out with it. Did she get an anal probe? And I mean, do you know what I mean? What happened on that ship with her? Now, in Dynasty, when the Colbys got cancelled, right? Please forgive me about the anal probe thing. It's what everybody comes out with. You know, when her and Jeff went back to Dynasty in season 8 or something like that, right? They did try to continue the story. And she joined UFO groups, you know, and she met people. Now, I'm a great believer in the whole UFO thing, which I am. I'm not knocking it. What I'm knocking is the sheer ridiculousness of this. And it is a classic in a way. And I think it does for the final episode of the Colbys. And it's definitely, it does outshine the Bobby in the shower saying this, you know, like, you know. Now, the excuse was that she had a dream. This is what they were going to use, but they just wrote it out because Dynasty got cancelled because ratings were sinking. We were moving on from the greedy, indulgent corporate types, you know what I mean? Living in our existences up north or in Britain, you know. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is. I mean, I've enjoyed this. You know, this is the Could Have Been classic special, and I had to finish it season 5 on something like this. It's just the sheer ridiculousness of this series. I mean, I have watched a few episodes of the Colbys, and I find you can't turn it off because there's so much shite in it, and it's ridiculous. Scenarios going on from week to week. I can see how they get you hooked. You know, but for I mean, to top this off, when this got cancelled, right? What a way to go out! What a way! I mean, how do you sit there in a room around and say, "Look, we're getting cancelled. Let's fuck it all up." She gets taken up by an alien, and I don't know. You know, she'd probably come back and had an alien kid or something. I don't know. Fuck knows. You know, but they did try to continue it. They really did, and it didn't. Well, they just brought it out. So thank you for watching. Could Have Been a Classic season 5. The Colbys, I'm going to say you potentially are a classic for the hilarity of this. So I will see you in season 6 and stay safe, and hopefully I'll be out of isolation and feeling a lot better. But thank you. I've enjoyed doing this one. I really have. So stay safe, guys, and I will see you on the next video in season 6.